Hello, and welcome to another Rank unit of the Reek. And today we're taking a look at the M14/41 light tank. The M14/41 was an Italian light tank introduced in, surprise surprise, 1941. It had a rather unusual weapon layout because instead of having a coaxial machine gun, instead it would have a twin-mounted whole machine gun, which is a little bit bizarre. There would be over 700 of these vehicles produced, and in terms of actual effectiveness, it was an Italian tank, so surprise surprise, it wasn't really all that effective. Its crew interior ergonomics was rather cramped, so it was pretty hard to operate, and once the tank was actually penetrated by an anti-tank gun, it would catch fire easily, so a pretty poor service record. Now, once the Italians capitulated, the Germans would capture a bunch of these tanks, and they would send them off to the Eastern Front, not as frontline service, but as more rear police reserve divisions. And during the Warsaw operation, a few of these were in Warsaw at the time, and they would be knocked out by Polish resistance, and even captured by the Polish resistance, and used against the Germans. So pretty funny how a tank from North Africa made its way all the way to Warsaw. In battle, the M14/41, or the Panzer M14, is a 25-point light tank available to the Hermann Göring Division or the Polish Home Army Division, and it has two weapons. So you have a 47mm cannon, 3 shorter shots, heat shells, AP shells, and high explosive shells. It's an alright cannon, but what is rather funny is that the heat shells are actually worse than regular AP with less penetration, and more importantly, less accuracy. So they're pretty useless in general. Fortunately, you got a lot of AP and HE shells, so more than enough to survive really any battle if you do manage to survive. But it's a pretty standard light anti-tank gun. It doesn't have the best fire rate considering that. It also has 2 machine guns, which is rather nice. In terms of armor layout, you've got 45mm frontal armor, strong top armor, 25mm on the side and on the back. And if you pop down to the miscellaneous stats, it goes 25km off-road, 40km on the road, very bad stealth and very low optics. In battle, the M14/41 is a pretty meh light tank. It's not really all that great in terms of other light tanks. It's got alright armor, its gun is okay. Unfortunately, compared to other light AT weaponry, it doesn't have that lovely 12 rounds a minute, it's only 7 rounds a minute, so even if you're fighting against more heavily armoured vehicles, you can't get a lot of critical hits off, unfortunately, and also your heat shells are very bad compared to your regular AP, but fortunately you got enough ammunition for the other guns to make it worthwhile, as well as 2 pretty average machine guns. There's nothing really all that crazy with this tank, it's very just meh. You're going to use it to kill infantry, and also to deal with other light armoured vehicles that can't really fight back. What is rather interesting about this vehicle, and the reason I wanted to bring it up this week, is, well, first off, it's Italian, it's got a little bit of a novelty going on here. I like seeing captured equipment being used. But secondly, with the 2 divisions that it's available for, it's in completely different tabs. For the Polish Home Army, it's in the tank tab. For the Hermann Göring Division, it's in the support tab, which is a little bit weird. It's still the exact same vehicle. The reason being, I think, is that for the Hermann Göring Division, if you were to have this in the tank tab, you would just never take it, because you already have very limited tank slots, and also much more important units to take, such as Panzer IVs and Tigers, which can actually do some damage. And even in the support tab, it's still a bit of a novelty. You might as well just take a Sturmtiger or other useful support units rather than just a mediocre light tank. But it is 25 points, so you can just kind of throw it somewhere. If it kills something, it's already paid itself off in most cases. It's alright. It's just a novelty, all in all. But it's a cool looking novelty. Yeah. That's all I really have to say about it. It's pretty meh. And well, that's all I have time for. This has been another Rank of the Week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.